This one here is basically this with the deeper meaning. If you're interested, we'll go through it. There's a reason there's wings, and there's a reason that there's lightning going down. Let's keep going. Now, if you study the tree of life, oftentimes it is connected to the different parts of the body. How many studied that before? Like they say, the different ones are connected, right? By the way, instead of writing this down or taking a picture, there's a book you can get. And just that'll save you trouble. Okay. If you go to the website, it's called the big one, the blue one. It's the spiritual essence of man, the Kabbalistic tree of life, the inverted tree of life. Anyway, we'll go through it in detail. Anyway, so in the Jewish tradition, it's oftentimes shown like this. In other words, the different, how do you say it? Sephiroth. Sephiroth are power centers. They're connected to the different parts of the body. So this is probably the first or second level of truth. It is correct, but if you study further, it goes deeper. Okay, let's keep going. Now, the deeper meaning is when you understand that these Sephiroth are actually chakras. So in pranic healing, we work with 11 major chakras, which matches the tree of life exactly. Not kind of, exactly. So here's the deal. These 11 major chakras, or Sephiroth, basically absorb fresh life force to sustain your body. How you notice that when you're with someone right before they pass, different organ systems shut down, and after a while, it's like domino effect. You know why? When one of these chakras starts shutting down, it's like a domino effect. When each of the centers shut down, the soul pulls itself out. Okay? Let's keep going. So these energy centers spin in both directions. It spins clockwise to draw energy in. It goes counterclockwise to release old energy. If you have time, we'll go through in more detail. But for now, that's the general concept. All right. You can't really understand the tree of life unless you really understand how energy works. So let's have an introduction. So life force, where the word pranic healing comes from, it's called prana. In Chinese, it's called qi. Have you heard of Tai Chi? Right? And you've done Reiki. Some of you have done Reiki before. Reiki, that's the word ki. Have you ever heard of Aikido before? Anyone? Steven Seagal? By the way, before he became famous, he was Steven Seagal. No, I'm serious. He was in LA. Then he became famous and became Steven Seagal. You know that? Yeah. Anyway, so the technique he does is called Aikido. Now, traditionally, Aikido is something like this. You barely touch the person. So if you watch old videos of the master, it goes like this. Somebody's attacking. He barely touches them, and they go flying. And then there's a video, I think he's still around. He's about, I don't know, 5'2", 5'3", maybe 80 pounds, 90 pounds. You see these big guys, 100, 200 pounds, 5, 6 of them, charge him. In less than 3 to 5 seconds, they go flying. Literally, start flying. You know, if you think about it, when it comes to physics, that's practically an impossibility. So I was talking to my teacher, he said, the secret is very, very simple. Let's try something. No, that might be too much for you. Okay, question. How many of you, when you're doing this with Bertha or with Sarah, you could feel energy not only in your hands, but you also feel it part of your body? Who did? Raise your hand again. I'll just see your level of sensitivity. We'll give it a shot. Okay, the two of you come over. Chris and Marco. You guys know what you're volunteering for?
Nope.
That's the fun part. Over here. Okay, you do realize we're probably not going to be done by 9, is that all right? Okay.
If you guys are okay with that?
Yeah. Well, I'll try to make it, but let's see. Okay, I think you're the big bigger guy. Okay, stand behind. Okay, face me. Okay, Marco, you stand over here. Over here. Face me, face me. Alright. Okay. Do you trust this? Do you trust him?
Yes.
Okay, look, he's right there.
I trust you.
Okay, I'm gonna physically push you. You don't have to just catch him. Okay? Alright, that's physical push. Yeah? Let's do it again. Okay, that's physical. Okay, just close your eyes. So let's see what happens. Would you like to tell them what you experienced?
Oh, cool.
I didn't touch him, did I?
No.
Okay, basically, don't get depressed, only we can do this. The secret is very, very simple. All I did, okay, put your hand down, all I did was touch his aura and gently push the aura. No, that's all. Let's switch. Don't let go. Come a little closer. No promises. Okay, so all you gotta do is touch. Hold on. He's pretty grounded.
Yeah.
Come on, don't fight it. He's going. Come on, it's just fun.
There you go.
No, he doesn't trust Marco, that's why. Anyway, okay, thank you guys. Thank you. You know who's good at these? Thank you. You know who's really good at these? Children. If you have kids stand like this, you have them close your eyes, you go like this, they go like that. Because they don't doubt. It has to do with flow of energy. Anyway, here's my point. So with Sensei Ueshiba, he's the one who started Aikido. I was talking to my teacher, and my teacher said, when you get to a certain level where you control energy so well, when somebody's attacking, they don't need to touch, they just grab the aura and throw them. So what you saw here, I push his aura, right? Just imagine when somebody's charging, all they do is focus on their energy, grab their energy, and throw. It has to do with what? The use of chi or life force. And in Hebrew, how do you say this? Because I don't know how to say it right.
Rush.
Oh. You have to do it with a... Anyway, you get the idea. Let's move on. So, you have an energetic anatomy. You have the chakras, the meridians, and the energy field. I always do this because some of you who are new think that energy is mystical. Actually, it's scientific. Okay. In electronics, they have this thing called a right-hand rule. Right-hand rule simply says, if I have a DC current, like a battery here and a light bulb here, if I take my right hand, this is the direction of the current. This, the way my finger curls, is the direction of the magnetic field.
Yes.
Okay? So, that said, every time you, let's see, if you go to an acupuncturist, when they're twirling the needle, let's say this is a needle, if they want to put energy into your body, which my hand, go in like this, right? If this is a person's body, going like this, they will have to throw the needle clockwise. If they want to take energy out of the body, they have to go counterclockwise. You heard righty-tighty, lefty-loosey? That's how it works. Interestingly enough, it's quite universal. If I want to take this cap off, if I want to put the cap in, look at my thumb, this direction, it goes like that. You get the idea? So your chakras actually go in both directions. So here's the interesting part. If you can believe electrical current you cannot see will produce a magnetic field, why is it so hard to believe that light current going through your body will also not produce a magnetic field called the aura? That's why with Edgar Cayce, since that soul already pulled the life force out of the body, it did not have an aura anymore. There was no current going through. That's why he already know, these guys are dead. I'm not part of that group. He stepped out. You get my point? All right. So next time we're in an elevator, if you see me rush out, you better rush with me. Okay. All right, let's keep going. So that's what we're talking about. If life current is going through, the person has an aura. Okay, additional information. Put your hand like this. I want you to trace that inverted egg. So go like this. Okay, what you're tracing is the aura of a person who's going to live for a while. Now follow me, go like this. Like a V. Okay. All right, put your hand down. So right now, first I had to trace something like an egg, yes? Then afterwards I had to trace almost like a V. So when the aura is like a V, it's one of three scenarios. Number one, the body's dying soon. Because the soul is already pulling itself out. That's one. Number two, how many of you, when you pray or meditate, you do this? Then you start doing this. First you go like this, and you go like this. Anybody? You need a better chair. No, it's something like this. If you ever watch somebody who meditates, the eyes go where? Up. If you ever watch some of your family members or loved ones, right before their body falls asleep, where do the eyes go? They also go up. The question is why. When you meditate, basically, energetically, you're partially going to a higher frequency. The exit point is the crown. So your aura looks like a V. That's why when you meditate, you do this. Now, the reason your body is moving like this is because as the crown spins and enlarges, the energy goes upward. That's why when it's spinning, your body tries to move with it. That's one. Next. I guess they're okay with this?
Yes.
Okay, how many notice when somebody you know or somebody you're close to passes on, a lot of the people left behind have a tendency to dream about them? The question is why. You see, at night, when your body sleeps, about 20%, give or take, of the soul's energy is in the body. 80, depends on the person, 80 or whatever percent goes out of the crown and goes traveling. They travel in what is called the emotional world or the astral world. When the body dies, 100% of that energy leaves the body and also in the emotional astral world. In other words, you're on the same floor. Since there's a connection during the earthly life, at night, your energy merges. Okay, let me put it another way. Sometimes you go, oh yeah, I dreamt of grandpa last night. We're sitting down having tea and talking about this and that. Yeah? Guess what? There's no tea. What happens is, just imagine if I took two flashlights, shine it on each other, you just simply have light that merges.
Right.
Okay? So in the morning, your brain has to fabricate a story so you can understand what happened in the union. Is this too much for you guys? So it has to do with how energy works. So at night, when your body's almost falling asleep, the energy leaves the crown. When you're meditating, the energy leaves the crown. When the body dies, the energy leaves the crown. That's why the aura looks like this. The difference is when the body dies, it's pulled out permanently. When you're meditating or sleeping, it's a temporary expansion of this energy. Okay, not too clear. If I take ice cubes and it melts, what happens? And then what happens when it turns to water vapor? It rises and expands. So just imagine this energy in your system. When you're praying or meditating, that's what happens. It rises and expands. That's why some of you, when you're praying or meditating, it feels like you're floating in outer space. You ever been there? And everything's so peaceful and quiet. Some of you see lights, some of you it's pitch black. Here's the good news. As you study further, you will learn the pitch black and the ocean of light are the same thing. It's just your instruments need to be calibrated to see the light. So let's move on. I think some of you are falling asleep, so let me speed up. Okay, now. All right. So this prana, this life force affects every part of your life, your health, relationships, finances, and spirituality.